YouTube family, welcome back to another video. Hope you're all having a wonderful day. Today I'm going to touch on why your ads fucking suck and how you can fix them for your agency. I think out of any question I get the most is, Franco, how do I find a winning ad and what numbers do I have to look for when it actually comes to finding winning creatives and all that type of stuff when it comes to ads. So today we're going to jump in. I'm going to show you guys the exact ad that I actually used in my first offer to make me about $20,000 in revenue in just a short month or two. And then I'm also going to show you guys what I'm implementing now for my new agency to make even more money. Let's get into it. What ads should you run for your agency? Now, the only ads that we run, we don't do Google, we just do Facebook and Instagram. You can easily try Google, but honestly, I haven't ventured out to Google yet, and if you are good at it, go give it a shot, right? But I'm just going to go based off what I know, what I've tried so far, and what's been working for me, okay? Now, the thing with Google, obviously, is a big and a very steep learning curve, and you have to have a bunch of other stuff set up. Facebook and Instagram, I think, is a little bit easier, from my opinion, so obviously, that's why I run these. So, obviously, if you have background in Google and you want to take out one of these and replace it, because all three might get a little bit expensive. Not only will it get expensive, but you're also going to be, spreading yourself thin when it comes to ad money, spend, and all that type of stuff. Most of us are just starting off, or we have a few clients, and we can't afford to run ads on three separate platforms. Facebook combines it with Instagram, so it's going to show them on both. That's why it's pretty good, okay? So we're going to get into the basic offer. Now, I ran all three of these kind of offers slash ads at one point. So, this is like the basic one, right? So I'm talking about like the noob status. So realtors get 10 listing appointments 90 days or you don't pay, guaranteed results. And this type of ad, static, not even a creative, I mean, like, it'll get you some leads, but not great quality leads. It's just going to be 50-50. It's just mid, right? This stuff is not, the best. So obviously, new mentality, these ads are only going to get you midi leads, and everyone else is running the exact same ad already. So obviously, you guys know I like to use the real estate thing just because it's easy. If you're doing any other niche, just replace yours and pretend that you're doing this, so you kind of have an idea what I'm talking about. But if you really take a look, get 10 listing appointments 90 days, like, there's nothing here. Most people are just going to scroll through it, and if there is a real estate agent that's interested, they don't know too much. So this isn't going to grab any attention. Not only that, every other agency out there is running this exact ad already. I tried running it, and when I did, I mean, it's a consistent stream of leads, but they're not the highest quality. Like I said, they're not really knowing what they're opting into unless you have a VSL funnel. Now, that's different, right? I do want to touch on that right now. So if you just have, this easy stuff and then a booking page, they're probably not going to show up. Most of these, people that book, and a couple might. But they're not going to be the best or highest quality. You're not going to get the best return on your investment when it comes to actual KPLs and all that type of stuff. The cost per lead on this, for me was anywhere from $20 to $30, which is a little bit on the high side for what I'm kind of seeing now when it comes to static ads. Obviously, Facebook comes and goes, but if you pair this with a normal calendar page, you're going to get some bookings. But if you pair this with a VSL and a calendar page, you're going to get a lot less bookings. And obviously, the ones that do get through are going to be the qualified ones. So that's what I'm saying, guys. And if you do add a VSL into something like this, you're probably going to get up to like $40 to $50 per lead on each one for this type of static ad. I don't really recommend you run this. It's something that's very easy. It's just cookie cutter. You're not thinking outside the box. Obviously, I recommend you do your own thing. You try to find a winning ad, and it feels a lot better too. Obviously, there's nothing wrong with copying and pasting your competition and what's working. But when everybody else is doing it, and it's kind of like, not the best in my opinion. So that's the first one. Let's move on to the second one. This is I'm going to show you guys the exact ad. Literally, this is exactly the same. You can probably go on library and find it. This is the exact ad I ran for real estate agents. So, and I'm the one that kind of pioneered this whole like ChatGPT creative thing a few months back. I remember, I was kind of like the first one to do the static from ChatGPT with the real estate agent holding a key. And I would do pay per close only, zero risk, guaranteed results. And then you can put your niche on top, maybe some more information at the bottom, depending on what niche you're in, right? So this was killer. This was my best ad. I probably had $10 to $15 KPL on this one, guys. Insane. This one was just cooking. I had it running at $30 a day, and it would probably get me like 5 leads a day, maybe more. So I remember one day it got me like 10 leads. After, I had great success. This is my winning ad. This is literally like, I did it and I got all my money off of this ad. Obviously, I had a couple of other ones, but this is the main one. This one was ridiculous. And at first, it was really good. And then, obviously, I don't blame people, right? But people started, kind of copying me and doing the same thing, just changing up maybe the color of this guy's skin or the genders, whatever. And, we started seeing this ad all over the place. Some people eating cookie cutter. And, hey, I mean, each to their own, right? I don't have a problem with that. If it's working for somebody, I really don't have a problem with it. But obviously, once that started happening, the ad value kind of went down. Everybody started seeing it just like this first one. Once everybody's running it, it's just, it kind of ruins it. So this is the exact one. I mean, it's already out, right? So this is a little bit better because you're gonna get more traction on it. Even if people are running these creatives now with the ChatGPT people, you can still go on Sora 2, where I'll be touching on more AI like VO or whatever. You can try doing something different because ChatGPT has like this type of manner of making static ads or static pictures that all look the same. You can prompt it in 20 different ways, guys, but it's all going to look the same. They make all the people look the same. Like everything is very similar. You can even find, obviously, try to change it up and have them in front of a house or something like that to change it up. But obviously, this is way better than just having no creative. Obviously, make sure that your prompt is good when you're doing it in ChatGPT so you can get a really, really good static. Like I said, it's a little bit overused now. This is something that 6 months ago was, pretty good. You can still use it. I highly recommend you actually try it over this. And maybe, if you're doing real estate, for example, if you want to copy it, you can snip it out right now if you want. Maybe find out my library. But if not, I'd highly recommend you like change this up, prompt into something, ask, Claude AI to help you make a prompt for chat to get you a cool creative that maybe nobody else is running. Other than that, obviously pay per close only. This was killer, guys. Like I talked about this in my last video when it comes to actual offers, zero risk, guaranteed results. So this was just crazy. I already told you guys how I overcame, the whole pay per close thing on sales calls last video. So I'm not going to touch too much on it, but you can change this to whatever you want. Okay. So you can literally do pay per close only as well, or you can do, 10 listings in 90 days, zero risk, guaranteed results. You can do whatever you want, or you can do something like a hybrid in the middle where you say, instead of pay per close, or instead of, X amount of appointments in X amount of days, you can just say get 30 HVAC clients or you don't pay, for example, instead of pay per close. That would help you make it a little easier when you hop on the sales calls. And I bet that's still going to work really well. You can use this not in just real estate, but HVAC. Like, for example, if I had an HVAC niche, I would just put like some guy like holding a tool or something, doing HVAC repair. If it was roofers, I would have like a couple of guys on the roof holding hammers or something like that, right? Repairing the roof, whatever, and then you put your thing on top. That's going to capture the attention of your niche and the people you're trying to sell to. So at the end of the day, you have to really dig down deep, guys. You have no idea how many hours I spent like 3 a.m. nights just trying to figure out exactly how to, make something like this. Until you make your winning creative, that's what it's going to take. So I highly recommend you guys do something like that. Brand new stuff. It's this 6 months ago, but right now, obviously, I'm talking about Sora and all the Sora videos. I did make a couple ads with these, and you can just make really realistic videos. It just looks, crazy how stupid real it looks. So this is like a snippet of the one I'm making for my current agency, and you can literally like prompt it, use Claude AI and ChatGPT to make a really good prompt, and you can just put it into Sora and tell it copy and paste it, and you have, I think, like 20 tries or something, if I'm not mistaken, per day or something. So you can make a lot of free 7 to 10 second videos if you have the Sora access. And this is crazy, guys. Like I'm really testing this right now, but I think the limits with this, there are no limits. Like, it's just crazy what you can do. You can have them, they look so real. Obviously, there's a website that you can go ahead and actually put Sora, get the Sora logo out. I forgot the exact name, but you can actually like plug the video in. You have to pay a subscription, obviously, and they'll be able to actually take out the floating Sora logo, so you have an actual ad, right? So like for real estate agents, you can literally take this and you can make this a movie, like a 5 second clip, right? Oh, it can be a real estate agent talking to another real estate agent, and the real estate agent that's talking is the one using your AI system, and the other one isn't. And you can just be like, hey, have you seen, XYZ AI or whatever? And then he's like, no. It's like, I closed 10 listing, or I did 10 listing appointments in 90 days, and just stuff like that. That's just very basic, but there's just so much you can do to capture attention now, and minimal effort. Like, it's literally like production quality, like as if you were to hire somebody to make this and pay them thousands of dollars in seconds. So this is, it feels illegal, guys. Okay, if you're not on the Sora AI wave, if you're not on the Sora 2.0 stuff or VIO or trying all these different videos, you're missing out. This is the future. I highly recommend you look into it right now. This is game changing. Okay, so this is what I'm trying to really implement right now to my current agency. Like I said, Sora 2.0 is the future. Use Chat or Claude, like I said, for a really good prompt to make the killer video ad. And until you find one, it's going to be expensive, right? So I do want to show you guys my metrics, and especially my last agency and my agency I'm in right now, what I'm doing, so I can actually show you guys some proof that this stuff is actually working, show you guys the KPLs and the winning ads. Okay, alrighty, so here are the metrics for the last about Just actually like 5 to 6 days, but it's Sunday today, so it's pretty much like the last week. You can see we're trying a couple different ads, but this is our winning ad right here. 32 website leads, okay, in that amount of time. $7.35. $7.35. This is a static ad, okay, guys, and $235 total spent. So 32 website leads just off that one ad. I think we're running this at like $30 a day or something. We just launched these actually not too long ago, but these aren't that bad right now. We're doing 26, 27, so it's still learning. This is also same amount of time frame, as you can see, October 21st through the 26th. We've only spent a couple $100 on these, and we're still figuring it out. Obviously, the cost per lead a few days ago when I checked was like at 35, so it's going down. We'll get a few more days. If it gets down to like the $10 to $15 range, we might keep these. If not, we're just gonna cycle them out. So we have a couple active ads that are like at this $7.35. We're just trying new ones because it's always good to have winning ads and just keep on trying to produce winning ads to get even more leads. So right now, I highly recommend you guys look into finding a winning static ad, and then once you do and you have a little bit more money in the bank, start looking at running more AI video ads. Those are going to be $30 to $50 a day, in my opinion, for you to actually get a good return on investment, because video ads are a lot higher in cost, but the leads are going to be a lot better quality. Okay, guys, so just don't forget that. Very important note. Don't start like just video ads, guys. I see people drop hundreds, if not thousands of dollars in video ad and only get a few leads, where you could have dropped the same amount of money on a static ad and gotten triple the amount of leads. Obviously, the quality is better, but if you're just starting off, you're going to want to speak to as many people as possible to get your sales numbers up and also be able to get that experience. Okay, I hope you guys learned something in today's video. Drop a like, follow, subscribe, hit me up on Discord if you have any questions. I'll catch you guys in the next one.